Hi guys, welcome to TLC Tarot. Thanks for joining us today. Please don't forget I have another channel, TLC Tarot, and I have TLC Tarot too. So there could be other messages that might resonate. I do apologise, I've had a lot of meetings today, so I'm tongue twisted, my mind can't keep up with my mouth, and my mouth can't keep up with my mind. I've had the issue in the other recording, on the other channel, but please bear with me. Okay, so you got Archangel Gabriel, okay, and it says self-expression, creativity, and North Star. So let's just read a little bit about that, because this seems a little bit sad. I tried to do my videos for over 18s, but I don't know if this is, the overall energy I get is that someone's being trolled or cyberbullied, or I don't know, it could have something to do with like, I don't know, like a group chat or something like that. And I just feel like you're being prejudged. You're being prejudged for who you are, but you are encouraged by Archangel Gabriel to be exactly who you are, however you want to be. So here we have Archangel Gabriel is considered an angel of clairvoyance, visions, miracles, messages from God, creativity, especially writing. Archangel Gabriel can support you to create, express yourself, and then give birth to those creations so they can take physical form. Be clear, kind, and compassionate in all your communication, sharing your message. Okay? I'm having an issue with the lighting, so I feel like it's a lot more serious. I don't know, I take that as a sign that we just need to not rush through this, not be so in your face with it. We need to calm down, we need to heal, because this could be quite serious, guys. I do feel there's bullying going on. I really do. We don't want to admit as adults that we're being bullied, do we? But it does happen. It really does happen. I never got bullied, funny enough. I went to a lot of schools traveling around. I never got bullied until I was in my 20s. And that was by a boyfriend. And I think that's why I never recognized it, because I'd never experienced it as a child. I thought it was a bit of a dick. So it took me a long time to recognize what he was doing. Okay, then you have Archangel Azrael. Archangel Azrael's name means angel of death. While he is a powerful guide and comforter in times of grief and loss, he turns up during a physical death and also supports you during all times of change, life transitions, and during that difficult period between one thing ending and the next, not yet beginning. Archangel Azrael can offer you comfort and strength in the completion of a cycle during big shifts and transformations. He is also a powerful ally when working with mediumship and calling on your loved ones in spirit. Okay. Whew. Embody the energy of Archangel Azrael by taking time to grieve for what has been lost, giving yourself time to heal and process, letting go with grace, looking forward with hope. Okay, and for anyone who wants to, I love this little deck. I love this little deck. It helps me know who to pray to, what their qualities are, things like that. And it is this, Angels Among Us by Victoria Maxwell. So if you're interested in that, it's got a cute little guidebook. Yeah, then we have Sirius, which is ironic in this because they're not serious, they're fake ass bitches. They're all after the hearts and the likes. They're posting their business all over Facebook. It's all about how they look. Those are some collagen lips, aren't they? Look at those hair extensions. That isn't natural. Not that I'm not saying I wouldn't want hair extensions. I'd love something, but what I'm saying is they're more concerned with their image and how many likes they get and things like that, that they're not being real or they're not being genuine to their needs. And I think what's going on here is that you are. So you've either encountered some bullying for a really long time, or this could be your kid who has. This could be something like a parent supporting a kid through this. This could be some cyberbullying or something like that. But it is a season, a reason, a lifetime. So please know this is not going to last forever. Maybe you are feeling like you have no one to talk to. Maybe there is, maybe you've been isolated or separated from this group because of what's going on. It seems like everyone's mentality is on this level, whereas you're very much an individual. So maybe, you know, a past loved one is someone you need to talk to. Call in your spirit guides, call in a loved one, things like that. And I really, really do apologize if you are grieving for someone, you have lost a loved one. Maybe it is about telling that story, telling your feelings. It could be a very unique ending, loss, something like that. There could be somebody that you need to talk to, a group, a friend, a loved one. And of course, if you can't, there is an exercise. I'm trying to remember the guy. It's like a therapy, a counseling tool. And it's where, I wish I knew the guy because I had to do an essay on this guy. Like, I kept getting the essay back because I couldn't get him. So I feel like I get him now because I had to redo it so many times. I just can't remember his name, of course. And what he would do is he would suggest putting a chair in front of you, an empty chair. And it's a conversation you would have with that deceased loved one. All the things that you couldn't say when they were here. All the things you didn't get a chance to say, like even if it's a chance to say goodbye or something like that. So, but this doesn't have to be an actual physical death. Okay, it's death and rebirth, transition, life changes. So I really do think this period of you, if it is bullying, we'll go with bullying for now. Okay, so that's where I'm going to go. If you've already, you know, if you're already watching this video and you're looking for, you know, some kind of message from a deceased one, I think I'm going to head more towards bullying. So this may not be the video for you, my loves. But please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Journaling could really help some of these feelings. It could address them. It could get them out of your system. It's a tool. Please don't knock it. So we'll say goodbye now, my loves. But this may be about bullying. Okay? Thank you. Yeah, I do think you've endured some kind of like judgment, some kind of, I just don't think it's terrible because I really don't think these are your people. And I think if one of them did it, it wouldn't be such a big deal. If two of them do it, like, oh, screw you, you know, it doesn't matter. But it could be now getting bigger. It could be on the internet, you know, it could be in your social media. I don't know, maybe if you're even famous in your area or you're watching this and you do have a lot of following or something like that, there could be a lot of people judging you. And I don't really feel they have any right to, because they're not even authentic or genuine themselves. And I really do feel that's what you're trying to be. Because to me, although this is a lily, I feel like it should be a microphone. So I don't know if you want to be a singer. I don't know if you want to go to give a speech or something like that. I really do feel maybe your story is to go to schools and talk about bullying, something like that. But I think you have a story to tell and I think it needs to be heard. And I think too many people are judging you for it, which is a real shame. But again, it is being emphasized. It's not going to last forever, my lovelies. Okay, so let's have a little look. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Six of Swords. Moving on from something. Moving on. Look at these crows. Look, how are those little crows going to pull that heavy boat? She's not helping. She's got a heavy bag. But they're doing it. They're doing it. And look, they're protecting her. They're all around her. And they're going to keep going. So I don't know if these are your spirit guides. These are your ancestors. These are people in the actual physical form. But I really do feel that you are being led away from a situation. You just got to remain hopeful. Because she's not looking forward, is she? She's just got her head to the ground. Her eyes and her stare is on the on her feet. She's not even seeing where they're taking her. So maybe it's just about trusting that this is something you're being pulled away from. It's a journey you're gonna have to endure. You've got your baggage there. It's time to leave a situation. And a situation I can also mean a thinking pattern. So if you think these bitches are right, if you think what's going on is true, maybe it's time to pack that all up. Pack it all up. Take it away. Just take it away to the new place. See if you feel the same in a new situation or a new place. Okay. Cups. Oh, babes, look at this. It's good news. Oh, King of Cups. King of Cups. Okay. King of Cups is a good man, upright. This is a sensitive man. This is a sensitive man. This is a secure, emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent man. I'm trying to like talk him into existence, aren't I? Like he's going to appear. All right, let's have a look. The Strength card, my woman, or my man. Okay. The Lamb turns into the Lion. You're not as timid or as little as you used to be. The Star card. This is about healing. This is about desires coming into form. You could be helping others, but it might mean you have to address something about yourself. You're going to have to find the courage to do this. You have to find your like wild instincts. I do think you're having to have a big think about something. A big think about something. A big think? Is that even words? I do think you're having to like spend a little bit of time to yourself. You're going to have to look at the pros and cons. You're going to have to weigh some things up. This could also be like a spiritual awakening. So, for some of you, you could be leaving your marriage. You could be leaving your marriage. And I don't know if your ex is talking shit about you, and now all the friends and family and the couple friends you have are talking shit about you through text messaging, phone calls, things like that. But I feel like you've got to be true to yourself. Wow. I worked in a bar for years. My family always had pubs and stuff like that. And I remember this one guy, he was lovely. He was just such a lovely soul. Came in and, you know, he never really talked about himself or anything like that. And one day he told us how his wife left him for a man she met like 6 weeks before it happened to run off, leave the kids. The kids were grown and grandkids and all this. They were young grandparents. And she ran off to go and live in a caravan. And he couldn't understand it. He couldn't understand it. He'd never been abusive. He'd never been selfish. But from his point of view, I never heard the wife's, of course, you know. But then the son joined, and the son had a lot more to say about it. You know, the mum was an F in this, she was an F in that. And what sort of person goes and lives in a caravan when she's got a home and a family? What person, you know, oh my God, it was just toxic and nasty, and it's pain. It was pain. It was real pain. But I think she couldn't do it anymore. Same as some people can't do the 9 to 5. Same as some people can't do... Yeah, some people just can't live the lie anymore, can they? That could just be a little side note for some of you, but you could be getting a lot of... there's a lot of gossip, basically. Where's this headed, please? Death in the reverse. Ace of Swords. Clarity. Truth. Oh, look at that. I was covering her mouth, like she's not allowed to talk. Maybe you're not allowed to get your side of this across. Maybe you're all talked out. Maybe there's nothing left to say. King of Swords reverse. Wow. Yeah, are you leaving your partner for somebody else? I can understand why, if the partner's this guy. Wow. Well, I don't know if the separation has made him this guy. Because the King of Swords reversed is nasty. He's a mean mother lover. He is nasty. And I think that's it. He won't let you... He won't get past this, or he won't move on from this, or he won't stop the gossip, or he won't tell the truth as to why the relationship is broken up. I think you could be pointed as the bad person in all of this. And I think that's why the healing is here. I think this is actually very hurtful what this person is doing. What is he eating? Hey. They're my gloves. Right. Sorry, the dog. Yeah, I think you're having to do a lot of standing up for yourself right now, which is great. It's great, but it's exhausting. Am I wrong? I just don't feel like this person is gonna wants to let this go. And that could be another thing. Maybe they're talking shit to the children. Maybe they won't let you see the children. Something like that. I don't know, because I'm not seeing children here. Oh, well, that's not true. There's children in this picture. You know your situation, but whatever it is, it's very cruel, and it's kind of punishing. And that may be where all this gossip is. Also, don't forget, you can go online, my love. You can go online and you can look for support groups. You can talk to other abused women or men. You know, don't forget that. We concentrate on how women are abused, but there are plenty of men out there who are abused. And I think they're too embarrassed to say it. But I think you want to be your authentic self. You have something to say. I just don't feel like you've been given the chance to have your say or tell your side of things. So people are coming up with their own conclusion. So I feel like you're very alone right now. So maybe that's why there's the bit, what are you growling at? Maybe that's the bit about connecting with, sorry, I was talking to the puppy, but I was thinking maybe that's what you want to say to this guy. What are you growling at? Jesus, I left you because you're an arsehole. I left you because you cheated on me, or I left you because of what you did to the kids, or something like that, you know? It feels a bit Brad and Angelina at this stage, because my understanding, and I don't follow a lot of celebrity gossip, didn't he get into a fight with Maddox on the plane, and it got physical, and Angelina was just like, that's it. And then from there, it got real nasty, didn't it? And all kinds of crap came out. But it could have been something like that. I feel like you had a reason. You had your reason, like, no, we can't no more. This isn't right. Oh, I can't do this anymore. Something like that. And I don't know if I'm right about the Brad and Angelina. Again, I don't follow the celebrity gossip, so we'll just use that story as an example. Even if it's the wrong version, I'm just telling you that version that I learned. It feels like that. Yeah, because this guy's a dick. This guy is a dick. So there's definitely some bullying here. So I don't know if the kids are being bullied. I don't know if you're being named and shamed on the internet. I don't know if this is family talking amongst themselves. But you are having to be very strong right now, and I totally get why this is just too hard. I can get why this is just really painful, because you are fighting one man's fight, and it possibly feels like you're fighting against the world if it is on the internet, or if it is like now the kids' friends are involved, now the neighbours are involved, you know, police could be involved, whatever. I totally get why this is a big deal, my loves. Okay, so I do think you're leaving for a better life with somebody else, though. So tell me about the Ten of Cups here, please. Oh, mamas. Were you married and he was married? And you've split up 2 marriages? Not just you, obviously. Oh, there's 2 women. There's 2 women. Okay, so what I'm getting here with the Moon in the reverse and the 4 of Cups, I definitely think there was cheating going on. So I don't know if you were cheating on your husband and he was cheating on his wife, or flip it. Maybe you guys stayed in your marriages a lot longer, or in your partnerships a lot longer, due to health reasons or mental health reasons or something like that. So there was a reason why you couldn't have done this sooner. So maybe before you knew it, your kids were having kids, you know, or oh, there we go, something like that. Yeah, I feel like you've had to wait a really long time, and there was something that stopped this connection coming together sooner. It could also be if he was married and you were married, it could be his wife is making life extremely difficult by taking everything from him. And now I'm thinking about that story from the customer in the pub. Like, she ran off to work, to live in a caravan. Maybe a caravan is all he had to his name after his divorce, you know? I never thought of it like that until just now. Wow. Okay. Right. King of Cups, please. King of Cups. Okay. You have the Page of Swords. You have the Four of Wands. Oh my god, that literally looks like a circus. So I imagine they'd have to live in caravans while they work on the circus. Have you ran off to join the circus? That's cute. The Empress reversed. The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I do think you love this man very much, and I do think that you feel he's better suited to you compared to what you did have, or what you've currently... You're seeing a side of your husband for sure, whether you knew that was there before or not. He's definitely the opposite. I think this person's very kind, very loving, very sweet. Yeah. I do think he's going to tell you that the relationship that you've got is going to be quite tricky because of the ex. Something like that, and because of his family. But I think you guys know that already. I think that's not news to you. So you know this isn't going to be easy. You know this is going to hurt a lot of people in order for you two to be together, to do this. But I also feel like you guys have waited a really long time due to one of these women. In my mind, this is you, and this is his wife. Swap your genders if you have to, guys, you know. I'm going to sneeze, sorry. Oh, excuse me, teddy bear. Oh, puppy. Okay. Yeah. I think you've had to wait a really long time. I feel like this girl's not even at the right bus stop. She's had to wait a really long time. And something deep and dark and a little bit cray-cray's gone on here. You guys could have had a lot of spiritual, like a lot of evil eye on you. So maybe you're having a really hard time of things lately. But I do feel this is you, and this is the wife of your lover. Let's do that. And I think you already knew life with this lover was going to be very hard because of his wife. Oh god, is this getting confusing? Strength card, please. Yeah, I don't think you feel right about the sneaking around, and I don't know if you two ran off in the night or something like that. I don't think you feel good about the lying. I don't think you feel good about the sneaking. I don't think this is like naturally in your character, in your heart. It's just that's what you guys had to do because you both had and I don't know why, because she's upright, so normally I think she's great, but for some reason I just don't like this energy. Let me find out why I don't like this energy before I say any more. Why don't I like this King of Pentacles energy, please? Tell me about this King of Pentacles. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call or a person, boundaries, still angry. Okay, so yeah, I don't think it's not that you don't like her. I think it's just that she's either refusing to admit their marriage is over. She's refusing to separate. She's refusing to sign the divorce papers. She's refusing to let him go, to admit this is over. It's just that kind of unlikable quality about her. She's just, yeah, doesn't want to move forward with this. She could very much just want to keep things as they are. For financial stability, for dependability, you know, she's content. She's happy where she's at. She's worked hard for everything she's got in this marriage, in this family, in the community, things like that. So yeah, she's not a bad person. She's just not allowing this to happen. Whereas I think possibly both of you feel that if your partners did accept this and did just allow it, then things could work out a lot more smoother in a healthier way. But the thing is, we're talking about a lot of people's hurt. This is hurt, isn't it? This is people's hurt. Okay, where's my doodahs? There. Yeah, so sorry, underneath the deck you have twin flame. Yin, yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. So maybe you have met your twin flame. So there was no getting in the way of this connection between you two, whether there was marriage, kids, mortgages, church gossip, community gossip, whatever, school gossip, whatever. You guys could be twin flames. And your partners, your karmics, or your soulmates aren't accepting this. Wow. Yeah, because look, then you have the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. I think you guys really have made the decision to leave your partners and be together. Even if you want to be in a caravan. I don't know if you do. Excuse me. Your partners are just not... Yeah, they will not accept this. They will not get over this right now. They will not make this easy for you whatsoever. So I think that's why there's had to be a lot of sneaking around. Look, I think they're telling everyone what you're doing. They're telling everyone what a whore you are, what a bitch you are, what a bad mum you are, what a slut you are, all this kind of stuff. And I just feel like wherever you go, you could be feeling like you're hiding your identity because... like, you can't even go out for a McDonald's together because you don't want to be seen by the neighbours, or you have to watch your every move. Like, you can't hold hands, you can't be looking at each other for too long or something like that because people are going to notice and then they're going to talk. And this has been really stressful. I don't think you want to live this life anymore. I don't think you want to hurt this family, these people, or anything like that. But it is a twin flame connection. And if you've ever been in one, like, when that shit hits you, that hits you hard, right? Okay. So then you have, yeah, you do want it to heal. You want it to heal. You want this to work so that it's, not so that everyone's happy or anything like this, but you're trying to do the best you can for what your heart desires and what's right for your kids, his kids, your family, your ex's family, your future in-laws, your ex's. Oh my God, geez, guys. Yeah, so you have a lot to think about, babes. God, honey bun. Oh, so maybe you're actually thinking about ending this. Maybe you just don't feel like it's worth it anymore. Like, I can't do this anymore. Because there is a feeling of, like, giving up. Because to me with this Archangel Azrael, I kind of feel there is a little bit of... oh, God, how do I say this? SOS about it. There's a little bit of an SOS that you need some support because you are in so much pain, and the pain could be you're going to have to end the twin flame connection or something. I think ends of relationship are just the same as grieving. That is losing someone. That is losing someone. It can hurt that much. Your heart can get broke that much. You know, it's never really an ending, is it? Because you know that person's going to go off and have children with someone or live with someone else or do all the things that you guys never got to do. So it is very, very painful. I totally understand that, guys. Probably why I stay single, because I'm such a wuss. Because I don't want to grieve. So I don't know, I'll just do tarot instead. Right, so let's see about the star. So I get it, guys. I can get why you totally think, oh, okay. Yeah, I totally get why you might want to just end this, because the guilt could be getting too much, the sneaking around could be getting too much, the exes are making it too hard, the kids are getting involved or hurt. King of Wands reversed. Okay. Oh! Okay, Page of Pentacles reversed. So what I'm hearing is, like, we have a saying over here, it's really old as well. I think I get all my sayings from my grandmother, who's in her 80s, so I'm not even... up to date with my phrases. It's like today's news, yesterday. No, sorry. What is it? Today's news is yesterday's chip paper. And years ago in fish and chip shops, they used to serve it to you in newspapers. I don't even think that was in my time. Obviously they stopped because of ink poisoning, etc. But yeah, they used to get it in like a cone. You used to get it in a cone, they just fill out with chips. And nobody read the headlines. It's covered in grease and it was juiceless, and when you were done, you just throw it away. End of story. So I do feel with at the moment, it's the gossip of the week. I think these people are going to find something else to join in on, and nothing's going to come out of it. Nothing's going to come out of it. So this will give you a chance to heal or something like that. So if it is the ex starting all this crap, you know what? He's just running his mouth. It's just hot air. It's hot air. Even though you may know this yourself, it doesn't mean it makes it any easier. But I think you're just being told, hold on a little bit longer, my loves. Hold on. Oh, hold on a little bit longer. I know it's hard, but you got to. Queen of Swords reverse, overly emotional about this. Maybe not even thinking straight right now. Because you're caught up in so much of the bullshit and the drama and the gossip and the negativity and the devil. There's that devil. I think this is your thinking process. I think this is your, this could be, the devil to me can also be mental health issues. Yeah, you can see how this guy in the corner is like holding his head. That's like the bad voices to me. This can be the bad voices. Sorry, I just got a text message. Yeah, I think you're overly emotional here. I don't know if you're thinking right at the minute. Yeah, I think your spirit guides want you to know this will be over soon. Your spirit guides and the people that are truly in your corner. Maybe you've lost a lot of friends because of this. Maybe you've lost a lot of respect in the community because of this, something like that. But I do think it's going to be over soon. So to me, these may be your spirit guides and ancestors more than actual tangible people in the physical. Okay. Death and rebirth in the reverse, please. Can I finish what I was saying? The death and rebirth in the reverse, please. Ooh, lovers. I don't know why I'm so excited. It looks like this is really heavy. Ooh, the lovers. There's definitely a connection here, guys. This is definitely... So if you're sitting there thinking to yourself, maybe it's just lust, maybe this is all gonna not work out or something, there is an intensity between you two, and I don't feel that's gonna end. I don't feel this is gonna be I don't want to say something that you're not going to regret, because that's not my place. You know your story and you know what's actually taking place here. But I do think there is a deeper... I can get why you're being pulled. I can get why you're being pulled to explore this. Because there's definitely an intensity here. And I really do think it might have something to do with being twin flames. Okay. Let's see. Just reversed. Yeah, wow, I get it. I get it. I really do. Oops. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know if it landed on the reverse or not. I've just picked it up and I didn't check which way it was at. But I do think, look, you've got the Knight of Cups, the romantic, you get the you got the lovers, and you got the Ace of Cups. Like, come on, guys. This is definitely like a twin flame here. I think it is going to end a lot of heartbreak that you've had, possibly in the past relationships or with this husband or ex that you've got. I think you've always had to fight with this person, or fight for him to be romantic, or fight for it to be... Hang on, I'm just getting... I don't even know if this person treated you right in the bedroom. That's maybe for some of you. I think Spirit does want you to move on and stop accepting breadcrumbs from this person, from other people. So yeah, maybe you always had to stand behind this guy, or maybe you always had to be submissive to this guy, or maybe you just lost your voice over the years, or your opinions, or your identity, or your like your looks. I'm hearing for some of you, I feel like this person just wore you down to such a miserable, depressed state. And then you finally met someone who's like, oh my God, you're worth so much more than that. You have no idea. That's just beautiful. What was here? Oh, that was the King of Swords, wasn't it? Where are you? Right, we're nearly done, guys. I'm so sorry. One day, me and my spirit guides are chatty. We like to talk. That's why these are always so long. We like to get all the cards out and go through all of it. We don't let nothing get dissected. We eat the crumbs off the plate, don't we? Ace of Swords, right. So what's this Ace of Swords, please? Yeah, so there is going to be, at the current moment, okay, I totally get it. You are going through some shit. You're going through some drama. You're dragged into shit. I think as long as this doesn't get physical, I'm not saying that's not as dangerous as it getting mental or emotional, or like, God, heaven forbid, kids aren't getting dragged into this shit. But we know what happens, right? That is going to end soon. It really is. Very, very soon. Okay? Again, please don't forget, you can look on the internet. You can go to a police station and speak to a police officer. Okay? And he can just tell you what can and cannot happen. You can go to Citizens Advice Bureau and find out what some free legal advice, like what constitute, what is harassment, what is cyberbullying, what are my rights, things like that. And maybe once you do a little bit of that, it's enough to scare these bullies. Okay, I do think you're going to be successful in what you're trying to achieve. I do think you're going to triumph. I don't know, maybe the bullying is not just from the community or the family or whatever, the kids or whatever's going on the internet. Maybe the bullying really has been from the get-go. Because I don't like this. Okay, let me see why I don't like him. King of Swords reversed. I just heard he's got skeletons in his closet, so maybe you've been cheated on repeatedly over the years. So it's kind of like he has no right to go around calling you a whore, a slut, whatever, because of the amount of whoring around he's done himself all these years. Yeah, he's used to you being the chaser. Chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. He's used to you always being there, taking his shit, taking him back, loving him, doting on him. I'm hearing even serving him. So maybe he's really old-fashioned in his views of women or tradition. Date, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan, set a date. So I think, yeah, he's used to this from you, and you've actually met someone else. Well, he just thought you were never going to leave. You were always going to forgive him. You were always going to put up with this shit. But in fact, you met someone, we know that. Passion, insane chemistry. You like each other equally, having fun. Okay, I think he just never thought. Wow, I'm actually hearing, and I don't like hearing this, but he may have said to you, I never thought someone was going to look at you. Like, look at the state of you. When I met you, you weren't this fat. When, you used to wear makeup, you used to be thinner, you used to be less miserable or something like that. I think this is kind of like how he talks to you. I think that's why your confidence has been, like, torn down in this relationship. The runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Yeah, it was very much about this person in the relationship. Oh, bless you. It was very much about his needs, what he wanted. I never really felt that. Sorry, I never really felt. I think you never really felt that this person was ever going to be loyal. Like, he was always sleeping around, or he was always having an affair. I feel like he was also embarrassing you. Like, so if he was, I don't know, like a contractor or a window cleaner or a carpenter and going to people's houses, I think he was sleeping with all the wives, everybody that used to have to go and you would run into, like in the stores, in the post office, at the school and stuff like that. I kind of feel like everybody knew about this. Everybody knew about this. So this isn't the first time your business has been in the WhatsApp groups, in the text messages, in the phone calls and stuff like that. I think that's why it's such hot gossip, because now you're leaving this douche. Now you're suddenly leaving this douche. There was one here. Yeah. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitational meeting, hesitation. So yeah, Cupid, angels, whatever, they got you away from this. He was used to you putting up with all of his crap. He never thought you were going to meet someone else. Yeah. I don't even think he would forgive you if you had a one-night stand. It was okay for him to, of course. Or on his rounds, he could have as many stands as he wants. But he was always used to being like, she's not going anywhere. It sounds awful. But yeah, Cupid shot his shot. Yeah, so you are going to overcome this. You might even, when all this has died down, you may even get some respect from people, because they could be like, yeah, for years we've known what he was like. We are pleased that you got away from him, or something like that. But at the moment, it's just juicy gossip. Okay, it's real juicy gossip. These people aren't your friends anyway, because I think the people that are gossiping are the ones that have been shagging your husband behind your back. Okay, so it's not going to last. It's really not. Like, stay so strong, my love. Stay so strong. Okay, so let's just get a bit more on this King of Swords reverse and we'll end it. King of Swords reverse, please. Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Cups reversed. I did a reading like this months ago about this douche. Or a douche-like energy. Seven of Cups. He just does not get it, does he? He does not get why he can do it, but you can't. But the difference is, you didn't want to do it. You didn't mean to do it. You fell in love. This guy was just doing it, hoping... I think the only thing this guy cared about is that he doesn't come home and bring herpes to the house. But only because he doesn't want herpes. I don't think he'd give a toss if he gave you herpes. Yeah, you're putting an end to this. This is why... This is why you don't want to be with this guy. You're putting an end to all this nonsense, because that is abuse, right? That's neglect. Oh... This guy has treated you badly for so many years, and yet he has a problem with you leaving him? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you've been trapped for a long time. I now feel like it's his turn to be trapped. I think he's now going to have to start looking at his own behaviour, reflect on some of the things he's said and done over the years. And I think it purely was because he never thought you were going to leave, so he could treat you as badly as he wanted and you were as loyal as a dog, you know? Judgment, yeah. You're going to have to release this guilt, this shame, anything like that. I don't know about the other wife, okay? I don't know about the other wife because that's your lover's reading, isn't it? No, sure, but as far as your connection go with your husband, we found out the situation, we found out where you are in it, and we found out exactly what's going to go on with him. Your husband or your ex, whatever it is, he's going to have a real hard time with this. And that is his ego. That is fear. He never thought you were going to leave, and all of a sudden you did the one thing he never thought was going to be possible. You pulled that rug right out from under his feet there. Oh my God. Right. So do we have something we can just finish this up on for you? Because I do think, my lovely, you are having a really hard time, aren't you, babes? You are having a really hard time, and I don't want you to do anything yet. I think you just got to grin and bear it for a minute or two, and I know that's hard, and sometimes you just need someone to tell you there's light at the end of the tunnel. All right? You can talk to your ancestors, you can call them in, you can call your spirit guides, and apparently this is the angel to do that. This is the guy you speak to. Okay? When you think everything else is too much to bear, you hand it to God, right? And he sends in his little soldiers. Yeah. That's probably what it is. It's probably like you want to tell your side of it, but I think people already know, or they'll learn. They'll learn from the gossip, right? Right, let's get a little, we'll get it straight from the book, okay? Time for beginner's mind in the reverse. Brilliant. I want to make it short. Now we've got reversals. Ooh, what's your words? Ooh, yes. I think that's perfect for this. So beginner's mind number 48. We'll take it from the author so there's no faffing about, okay? Where are you, number 48? Okay, so instead of calling it reversals, they call it protection message. Are you feeling prickly and defensive lately and assuming you will be hurt before you have seen any sign of such a reaction is called for? Perhaps an old sense of guilt and shame is causing you to be cynical and wary when you are meant to be open and curious. Self-protection is a good thing, but you may be protecting yourself from something that will not actually harm you, but instead will bring you abundance, happiness, and love. Remember your innocence and you will see what you have been overlooking. Porcupine quills are filled with air, allowing a porcupine to float in water. Now is a time to let your innocent nature keep you buoyant. Oh, babes, see? You see? It's not this isn't for you to carry this shame and this guilt. Sometimes when you've got a good heart, you have a heavy heart. Having a good heart means you got a heavy heart. And that's why it's so important to be careful who you give your heart to or who you let into your heart, right? Parrot spirit. So we're going to use this as the advice, okay? The spiritual advice. Watch your words. What are you saying to yourself? What message are you repeating? Is it something that makes you feel good about yourself and reminds you of strengths and potential? Parrots mimic the sound around them, and when parrot spirit appears, it is time to be more mindful of your self-talk and its qualities. What do you say to others? Are you repeating what you truly believe? Right, so gossiping can be an issue, you know, and holding your own amongst the gossip and all that kind of business. Remember to speak with light and love. Oh, remembering to speak with light and love can become a habit. Be generous with compliments and thanks, affirming all that is good so that your loving, healing words will be heard throughout the jungle, cutting through the noise and inspiring others. Listen for words that remind you of all the strength, abundance, and joy in your life and in the world around you, and then repeat them, affirming what is real and true and nurturing to the soul. The universe will reflect back to you the story you tell. Words matter, so choose ones that lift you up and inspire others to remember that beauty surrounds us. Oh, thank you, Spirit. All right, my love, just be careful. Maybe you need to listen to positive affirmations every morning, every night. Maybe you need to be careful because you could be believing this gossip. You could be believing what that King of Swords in the reverse husband was telling you. You're fat, who would want you, look at the state of you, all that kind of stuff. And that would explain why you believe this negative self-talk, because that's how you've been spoken to. It's like with children, you know, we say, you're great, you're amazing, look at you, good job. We don't do that to adults because we just assume you're secure enough to know your qualities, your great qualities. But if you've been in a relationship where someone tells you day after day, like, what the fuck do I come home for when the house is messy, you haven't cooked the dinner, the kids are dirty, you're fat, you don't wear makeup anymore. I would just hope that guy wouldn't come home. I'd be grateful if he didn't come home, you know. But if that's what you have to go to bed with every night and wake up with every night, I can see why that would have done a lot to your confidence. But be careful what you say to yourself, okay? Maybe you don't have to be so defensive. All right, just be careful, my loves. Be safe. If you can't talk to anyone, write it down. If you can't write it down, pray. Give it to God. Lots of love.